Hey, this is Ben Conway at Skeletron, and we've joined the Alliance. From the comic shop counter to the late night site, it's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching jams.
This is Sir Dork, and I have joined the Alliance.
I'm raising the stakes. Action figure Alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep.
Hey, it's Sean.
It's Audrey and Brenda.
And we're Strut Family Crafts, and we've joined the Alliance.
Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got them all.
I'm Adam from the Nameless Toy Company, and I've joined the Alliance.
Every line, every way, from the past to the new. It's a bond, it's a crew, we're the real Toy Zoo. Tear it through the package.
I'm Travis Moody from the Toy Kind of Mood, and I joined the Alliance.
Call it a phase, this ain't just a trend. These figures got history, they're my closest friends. Action figure Alliance.
I'm KJ, aka Black Dingus, and I've joined the Alliance.
From the base of the shelves, we're making a stand. This is our world, you don't understand.
I'm Extra Retro, and I've joined the Alliance.
Customs in the works, we go all night. From the rarest grills to the two-town finds. Each one's got a story burned.
Well, I'm Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed, total idiot, but smart enough to join the Alliance.
With my action toys, collectors unite. We're breaking the chains, plastic in hand. We're playing no games.
Hey guys, this is Ace, and Ramen Toy has joined the Alliance.
From legends to villains, yes, yeah, got 'em all. We're after legends.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Scott from Grindhouse Toys, and I'm part of the Alliance.
This is our prime. From legends to villains.
I like that song.
Yeah. What's up?
Stupid AI and their good songs.
Good songs. That's the banger out of all the songs, man. Like,
yeah.
You go back and look at all the rest of them, you're like, man, that sucks. But then there's that banger, and yeah, it works.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, I didn't do the cheers for you. Here you go. Cheers.
Yeah, there we
go. So what's happening, everybody? We got Evil Stick in the house, Magna Figure Photo, and Jay the Toy Sorcerer.
What up, guys?
Hump Day. You boys ready for this?
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is?
Fucking
Oh,
Julie.
come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Woo-woo!
Damn it, Julie didn't even acknowledge him. What the hell?
Yeah.
Jay says he likes the standard intro. The standard intro is I mean,
that's a good
obviously
one.
we like that one because we made it our intro song.
Yeah. There's my dog.
Having a party.
My wife's coming home because she went and picked up my daughter because she's dropping off her car at the shop to get some work done. And so, yeah, that's my dog Jack. Yesterday was his birthday. He turned 10. So he gets a little overly excited when she comes home.
Get a little look behind the curtain at Trey's life.
Yeah.
I think my dog has made one of them, maybe both of them have made an appearance here and there, but it doesn't happen too often.
You just hear mine.
What's that?
You just hear mine.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll make an appearance in the toy room. It's kind of cool. Like they'll come to the door and like come in and sit down, or they'll come in and one of them will like put her nose. She'll put her nose right up on my elbow. And I don't know she's there because she's really quiet. and then I jump and it scares her and she runs out.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to hear that our song gets stuck in your head because it has definitely happened to us.
Yeah.
I know I've had that stuck in my head. I've been mumbling it here and there with some regularity.
This comment though.
God damn it. I know what we did. That sounds worse. No Diddy. Pause. Yeah. Whatever you want to say. No, it was an actual snake, and we put it in the laundry room because laundry rooms are kind of warm and humid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was just like a weekend or something like that. And I was kind of like, okay, he was super chill. complete tangent, but kind of funny and somewhat related. My neighbor had us house sitting once, and we had to feed their daughter's lizards. Like they had, I don't know what kind of lizards they were, but they were kind of big. And man, I felt so bad for this one. He could not catch the damn cricket. I was just like, oh, dude, how
Were
are
they
you?
bearded dragons? I had bearded dragon for like
I think
10
it was
years.
maybe it was like maybe a big gecko.
Okay.
But I was just like, how have you evolved? Like, how have you made it this long as a species? And you can't even catch that cricket that I just put in your 2x3 foot cage, you know? Stupid. Anyway.
Casey says it's bearded dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I got
those were
the
awesome.
wife in the chat.
she's
Gotta
in the
watch what I
chat.
say now. Nah, not really. She's very supportive of me and my addictions.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. So we're gonna talk pre-orders tonight. I think it's a frustrating side of the hobby.
It is.
But yet, it's something that we're all like kind of into. We pay close attention to things. We order stuff, hot and heavy, as soon as they come up, and then it's like they just go away until they show up at our door or something,
Yeah.
So we thought it would be a fun conversation. Hopefully we can get some good input from you guys in the chat there.
We got some good questions, some good topics to talk about. So
yeah. We're going to try and turn this one into a quality topic. Yeah. I've already bought her plenty of skulls. So, we now have, she has her own version of the leg lamp from A Christmas Story.
But it's a real leg?
It is a camel's head that sits on a table right in front of our front window. So like
I don't know if I've seen
drive
that one
up
yet.
to our house and you see this gigantic camel skull. And I swear to God, it is. It's exactly like, her version of the leg lamp.
You got a hippo skull, camo skull, an alligator skull. Like you got the skulls, man.
Plenty of skulls. Yeah. Yeah, that one. The hippo skull, I think, still takes the cake. We've been looking for a camel skull, or not a camel, a giraffe with the little, kind of weird horn things.
Wow.
But haven't seen any of those in good condition. So it's all about the condition.
Much less you ever freaking see one outside of a museum.
Yeah, exactly. So we've started off way off course.
Yeah.
That's okay. Having a good time. Let's roll that intro and get this one underway. What do you say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
In a pleasant world where legends collide, tiny heroes standing side by side, guardians of playtime in disguise, action figure alliance on the rise. Join the alliance, come take a stand. With the many armies ruling the land. Hail to the heroes, loaded with might. Action figure alliance, unite tonight.
That's a banger too.
Pre-orders.
Yeah.
Or maybe
come on, ship already.
Exactly. Do something, damn it.
Hold on.
We got HVX Customs in the house. What's up, Jimmy? What's happening? I hear you were on a podcast with Jimmy last night.
No, not with Jimmy. I was with
Jimmy wasn't there at all.
Jimmy wasn't there at all. No, we talked about Jimmy. Jimmy came up, but we didn't. He wasn't there. It was me and Chris, me and QPC. I was on the QPC Kick-Ass podcast, and it's audio only. And he'll send me the link, and I'll post it in the Facebook group, and people can listen.
The community tab on YouTube here.
Yeah, or the community tab on YouTube. We can do both.
We need to do more of that.
Yeah,
we need to do more of that.
Definitely. And it was 2 hours of so I've listened to his podcast. It's awesome. It kicks ass. He plays a bunch of music, or he plays some music, and he talked whatever. We talked about toys and NC Underground and conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff. Okay. I think he asked the three main questions. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in aliens? And do you believe in Sasquatch?
Okay.
So interesting.
And
topics.
what were your answers? I got to ask you now. What were your answers?
Possible, impossible.
Okay.
Possible, more than likely with the aliens. I mean, you got to think about this huge, giant universe.
I
We're the
really
only
think
thing.
the question there is, have we been visited?
Yeah, maybe.
Did I turn on the wrong music? Hold on.
You did. And that's like that's funky, but it's not the right one.
What is that?
I don't know.
No, we're not playing that bullshit.
You're the one that does the music, man. So
yeah, there it is. Okay, no, I saw new, and I was like, "What is that?" No, that needs to just go away. What happened?
I don't know.
Well, everybody, we're going to get this one underway. If you could give us a like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things, we would appreciate it. But yeah, I think we have, unfortunately, some bad news that I think we should go ahead and talk about while we got a good crowd here.
Yeah.
You had that on your sharing scene, right?
Yeah, I have it on sharing pulled up already. So unfortunately,
about this.
Yeah. So unfortunately, 2 Fridays ago, we lost Ed Valdez from Hidden Temple Toys. Ed was involved in a car accident, and the police and EMS, fire, and a tow truck were on the scene. And he was standing beside of his vehicle. His mom was in the vehicle, and someone carelessly drove through the side of the vehicle. I guess police were directing traffic, but he carelessly and recklessly drove through and hit the back of Ed's car, and it instantly killed him on sight. So we lost a good one. We lost someone great in the toy community. Ed run Hidden Temple Toys in Selma, North Carolina. I'm rocking the shirt. But we always talk about going to Hidden Temple, and we love that place, man. Both of us do. Ed was such a great guy. And you see from his smile, he was always smiling. He was always happy to see you. He's always happy to talk about toys and, just conversation in general, man. If he wasn't busy, he'd stand there and talk to you for a long time. And it was always great to see his store grow and how they treated everyone in the community that they were building out of their store. And NC Underground always backed them. We always were supporting them, and still keep his dream alive and keep his toy store alive. And it's just rough, man.
Yeah, starting that shop was a dream of his, and that's obviously how we met him. But then he was also doing the was it Figures Not Included?
Yeah, him and Mikey, they were on our
Mikey,
podcast.
Did that YouTube channel. We had them on the show. They're both members of the Alliance, and Ed was a good friend. Ed was a good friend to anybody, and he was one of the first guys that was like, hey, I want to support Otherworld Arsenal. How do we make this so I can carry this in the shop? And that was really awesome. I loved going there and hanging out and talking to him. We chatted quite a bit, and so much so that there was one time when he had just opened his new location, and I had gone down there to talk to him. And I think I was maybe dropping off some command consoles or something for him to sell. And we got to chatting, and it was busy as hell in there. And his wife kept coming over, and she was very subtly like, hey, you gotta get back to work. And she would ask him a question, and he'd answer, and then kind of shoot her off. And then she'd come back, and she'd be like, Ed, I'm busy. It was like
here,
just talking my ear off about toys and about all the cool kind of stuff. And so yeah, this one sucked.
It was a massive shock.
Yeah, huge shock, and I don't know, hit me like a ton of bricks. But we're trying to turn this into a good thing here, so or make as much good out of it as we can. So the QR code that I have on screen should take you to a GoFundMe page. If you can, help the family out. His wife is also, I guess, not doing very well health-wise. I think she has some problems that she's dealing with. So this is really hard on them. The guys that Ed has recently hired are trying to keep the store up and functioning and everything like that. But this is one of those where, anything would help. So I know Trey and I have gone in on that. It's the fundraising is going well for it, but we haven't met the goal yet. And so if you guys can help, he was a member of the Alliance and a good friend. So it's there on screen, no pressure, but good dude. And man, missed already.
Extreme. He's going to be missed for a while. And and when I go in there, it's going to be like, and I hate to say it, I'm going to be like, where's Ed? You want to talk to him. Like every time you walk in, you're like looking for Ed. Like where was Ed?
He was the guy. Like sometimes, the going there was just as much to hang out with him. Yeah. So
as we worked together we did the Hidden Temple toy swap, at the community center that me and him were working on that. And it was great. That was always a fun time. And I think that'll continue. So, but yeah, he's definitely going to be missed. And I got one more thing for Ed.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, this is Ed coming to you from Hidden Temple Toys, I hope you guys all, follow the sign, don't grow up, it's a trap, and I joined the Alliance.
And that's from the old shop, the original shop. So, yeah, don't grow up. It's a trap, man. So.
It is definitely a trap. Honestly, I wanted to use that one for our intro, and I might have to shove it in there now, but it's very hard to hear him. There was a lot of background noise. So at the time, I really didn't give a chance to put that in. And I mean our waiting scene, sorry. But I think you guys knew what was going on. But I don't know. Yeah. We'll have to take another swing at that. But anyway, I we just wanted to talk about this and put this out there. We knew it had happened last week. But the information hadn't really been public and everything, so the announcement is out there now, and the GoFundMe is underway. So we thought we would go ahead and mention it. But
and for those local there, I do know at some point they're going to announce a memorial at the store. Remember, it's an event, so that'll we'll keep people updated on that too. So
yep. Well, cool. Let's move on to more fun things. I'm sure he would appreciate
that.
To
talk about toys, exactly.
Yes, absolutely. So we're starting off these days almost every time with whoops, almost twice. Double click that.
Double click.
So we got some fun new hotness to talk about. I'm sure. I've got 2 figures. And a little bit of extra. I'm not going to go as weird as I did last time, starting it off with glue. But hey, that was cool for me. I was happy to have my glue.
Cool.
Where are we starting off with you? Desk cam?
Yeah, I'll do desk cam this time.
All right.
So the first thing really isn't a toy. I'll move this back a little bit. First thing really isn't a toy. It's stands. I bought some stands, and they got the wire, and they have the little bendy wire you can put on the back. You can unscrew these, and there's a 3mm peg. So I actually have. I think they came with 8 of these in the pack off of Amazon, and so I got some poses, and upgraded the transformer shelf with some stuff, and put some stuff on a different level, and I was excited for those, man. They pretty easily assembled, acrylic, little bendy wire, and I'm excited.
I like those. I don't know that they're exactly the same, but I've got some that are black, and man, those wires hold really well.
They do, man.
And I like the fact that those that you have there have clear bases, because that means you can put them on a white background or a black background or whatever, right?
Right.
And it doesn't, kind of take away from it. Sometimes if it's only black, you kind of limit it on where it'll look good.
Right. But yeah, I just shoved these in the hand ports of this transformer, and yeah, he's fine. So there's that. So those are going to come in handy, and I'm pretty sure.
How much was that?
I don't remember. I got it off Amazon.
Terrible.
Just terrible. I can look it up. I'm not scared, but I do have my favorite Transformer now. This is Hound. I had the Siege Hound, but this is the Studio Series 86 Hound.
Okay.
And I don't know why I gravitated towards Hound. Maybe because he's a military vehicle, but I've always liked this character, man. And so I'm happy to have him in 86 mode. The Siege version was a little Cybertronic, a little Cybertron looking. This is the classic Hound. It could be better. Like the gap in the back here is kind of bad. But, if you're in truck mode, you're not really going to see that.
Yeah.
So, and then bot mode's pretty good. So, yeah, there's that. And then I went to Target today, and I wasn't expecting to get this, but I'm kind of glad I found it. Yeah.
Damn it.
Cobra Royal Guard times 2.
All right. Yeah.
There was one left at the Target in Holly Springs, so go get them. But I definitely
one. I see.
Left one. Yeah, I wanted two.
That's cool.
But I still have 2 on pre-order, and I think I might need them. Because here's the bad thing: I haven't opened this beautiful lady yet.
Oh yeah.
And I can't believe I've not opened that yet.
Dude, that's a good figure.
It is. From what I hear, it looks great in the the packaging is probably the best packaging of the classified line, in my opinion. I mean, look, you got the just iridescent looking. That's just cool packaging. But,
yeah, I don't know what that treatment is, but I think that's really neat.
It's almost holographic, but it's just this iridescent thing.
Yeah.
I like it. And I almost kind of wish I had another one to open and leave this one in a box. But now I have to make room on the shelf for those guys. And I thought I had something else. Ooh, I do. So if you not toy, but I got a case for my Action Force #1.
Oh, 32p. Look at that. He's got
32p.
He's got an import comic.
It is an import comic. This is the first issue of Action Force, and it also came with issue 2. So you got to have them in the same case, man. So
interesting.
It came as a 2-pack, so you had to. I had to put them in the same case. So I'm not getting it graded, but I got my G.I. Joe 1 up there. I had this sitting around. I was afraid it was going to get damaged, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to get a case for it.
That's cool.
And that's it.
All right. Well, I am going to go with the spotlight. Actually, yeah, we'll start off with the spotlight. So, from Japan, I got the CCS Toys Evangelion figure. Big stompy robot. This is not new. I mean, it's new to me. It was new in package. But I think this has actually been out for maybe a year or so. And yeah, I think he's really cool. This is from CCS Toys. It was rather expensive, even new, but it's an awesome figure, man. This is another one of those where there's like a metal endoskeleton. There's a whole lot of metal on him. The articulation is fantastic. He's got foaming at the freaking mouth. He's got like a butterfly joint. See if I can do this on camera here.
See, I know nothing about this line or story or character or anything. Like,
yeah,
can you watch it somewhere? Like,
yes. So this is from. It might have originated as a manga. I know there is a manga for it, but there's also there are like 4 or 5 different movies, and there is one 26 episode TV series. I have only watched the TV series and a bit of the first movie, and it's bonkers, dude. So it makes like 0 sense. They like ran out of money for the last 2 episodes, And so apparently they reused a lot of footage and did a lot of voiceover work, and then kind of made it. It was really freaking strange, and the fans hated it. And then they went and redid those final 2 episodes. They like completely rewrote them after getting more money, like an influx or something, and kind of made a little movie that replaced the final 2 or 3 episodes, which was still honestly was even more bonkers. The storyline makes no sense, but it's a big purple mech, and there's a few of them, and they fight these angelic looking aliens, and that's pretty cool.
You can't be any more bonkers than Dragon Ball Z and charging up a blast for 20 minutes.
Nothing like that, but a little bit close. I'll say a little bit close.
I might give it a try. People talking about it.
I read on some websites where it was like, oh, I knew this was a thing, and I knew there was a bunch of it out there, and so I looked up, viewing order or like watch order recommendations and things like that. And everybody was saying, watch the cartoon first, and then the replacement episodes for the end of the cartoon, and watch them both, so you have an idea of what they did and then what they changed. And then there are like 4 movies after that that you should watch that go in order. There's another movie which is terrible. Everybody said to ignore that one. But yeah, so apparently, and if I had known, I probably would have just started with the 4 movies, because the first movie is shot for shot, like the first 6 episodes of the TV series. And then they slowly diverge and get much, much different, to the point where at the end it's like completely different, unrecognizable. But I haven't gotten there yet, so I can't really speak from too much experience. But I try anime stuff here and there, just to see what it is. And of course, the big robots. I can't help it. I just love that shit. So
you're a big Stompy Robot guy. You like that stuff.
Yeah. I'm a big Stompy Robot guy. All right, I'm going to do my death cam for the next one. Or maybe I won't. Hold on. Every once in a while, it's just like, nah, we're not doing that. There it is.
Okay. Cooperating.
I got a bag of arms. So,
hey kids, it's cable.
These are knockoff cable arms from the Revoltech cable. And it actually, there's 2 different versions. You can see there's like 3 hands per arm. There's 2 different versions. There's like the shiny, more bright one, and then there's this kind of dark metallic one.
The dark one, you just put a red star on, and you got Winter Soldier.
Well, exactly, yeah. And so these pins do legit fit in Revoltech figures.
Okay.
So super easy to swap in and out. And what's fun about it is that the Sexy Ice figures are based on Revoltech, or have very similar joints, because of the fact that I think some of the guys from Amazing Yamaguchi or Revoltech or whatever left and started Sexy Ice. So I swapped his arm out.
Looks cool. And
I think this dude, he's just getting customized ever so slowly, but man, he is coming along. I'll admit, it felt scary pulling the arm off a figure that goes for as much as this figure does.
Yeah.
But I used lots of heat, and I actually tried it on the Smasher figure first.
Okay.
So I've got my Smasher, and that's still, expensive, but not like this stupid expensive.
Yeah.
And again, I just don't want to pay the secondary market prices.
So is that like that forever, or you're not changing it? It is what it is?
I don't know. Okay. It's pretty cool. I think when I get, I'm supposed to have 2 of the new, what do they call it? Python series Smashers. I've got 2 of them on the way. And when I get that, I might take this arm off and put those on my red Smasher and have him be like the commander. And then have the other Smashers just be regular, and then put this guy back the way he is. So not everybody's got like the same arm or something. But so yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't buy knockoff stuff much, but when I can do a cool custom, I will. Last up, I'm going to have a really hard time showing this figure. He's coming. He's coming. Oh, you see a wing. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. This is, what the hell is his name? Mortarion from Warhammer 40K. So this is a Joy Toy 1/18th scale figure.
1/18th scale.
This is 1/18th scale. He's huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got this super awesome scythe kind of weapon.
That's final boss material right there, man.
Oh, it absolutely is. Yeah. I mean, as a matter of fact, in one of the video games that I play, he is one of the final bosses.
Okay.
He's got like all of this smoke stuff coming off of the back. I've got him standing up on his stand. His stand is huge too.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. It's got like a bunch of pegs on it. I'm not exactly sure. I have not figured out what they're for yet. But man, Joy Toy does not screw around when it comes to their paint jobs and everything that they do with figures. He's got like the freaking crazy eyes on him.
Yeah.
But you can actually take off the faceplate on this one and move those eyes around.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm not, Jesus, he's wingspan, trying to get him out of the way here. I am not all in on the Joy Toy Warhammer stuff. I mean, if I were, that's not even like collecting action figures. That's like collecting just that stuff. I mean,
yeah,
they make mass amounts of it. But I do like the Primarchs, as they're called, which are the really large figures. They're the big personalities. They lead their armies. They're kind of those, main characters.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And so I'm collecting all of those. I think there's going to be maybe 18. They might do more because they have some that are Warhammer 30K version, and then they changed their looks and became the Warhammer 40K version. So there could be a little bit more than that, but I am trying to collect all of those. So
I bet you could.
Yeah, that would be pretty wild looking with the Cobra Law stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, techno, organic, biotech stuff, whatever.
So I found it. It's, you can't see it. $27.99 for an 8-pack. So it's actually cheaper to buy the 16-pack at $49.99.
Oh, if you need 16 stands.
If you need 16 stands, yeah.
That's a lot.
If you also collector. I also got
advanced collectors.
I also got acrylic risers too.
Okay.
More acrylic risers because
yeah,
I'm just trying to make different levels on the shelf and make things look filled out, and you can fit more stuff, and yeah, it's fun.
Everybody needs risers. I mean, honestly, it really raises up the quality of your display. Stupid. Okay. Everybody knew where I was going with that one. All right. Geez, do we have anything else we want to talk about new hotness wise, or we want to dive right into our topic?
No, I'm good right now. That's all my new hotness. Yeah, we can dive in.
We maybe have some other stuff if we don't go too long. I've got a few other things, but we might save that. We'll see what happens. But again, we do have a bunch of questions we can put out there to our viewers, see what they think about them. We're going to kind of answer it ourselves and things like that. But
yeah,
I think
throw your comments in the chat. We want to know what you think.
Absolutely.
Your answer to this question.
Hopefully, we can have some of this be a little bit interactive. Would be fun. Yeah. Because I mean, man, pre-orders are definitely a freaking thing that we have to deal with all the damn time, like it or not. So let me start off with this. Who do you think, whether it be a manufacturer or a reseller, and by that I mean like a big bad toy store or Bombusby or whatever, who do you think handles pre-orders the best?
So my preferred all-time go-to for pre-ordering anything is Big Bad Toy Store. I love the pile of loot. I like how I can sort through things and I can see what I have on order. I can see what's going to ship. I can see what's in my pile of loot. I can manage things better on Big Bad Toy Store, in my opinion, than anywhere else. Yes, do I pay $1 more maybe on some figures? Okay, I'm okay with that.
Right.
You know, I'm only paying $4 to ship a whole huge box of stuff that comes in. I'm only paying $4 for that, and I'm okay with that. So, and I'm right here, and I hate to say it, that hold on, I missed it.
You did the wrong one, didn't you?
I did the wrong one. Hasbro, Lord of Brooklyn, you got to do something with that website.
I love it that Lord of Brooklyn showed up right before Troy had that comment.
They got to do something about that, man, because it is insane about how hard it is to go through their website. Even on mobile, it's hard. Like,
yeah, you know what I don't like about that I'm going to call out is the fact that you can, like you just did, you went to Target, picked up a figure. I've ordered that on Pulse. Who knows when I'm going to freaking get it?
Exactly. And same thing with Big Bad. I got, well, not that one, the other one. I mean, I got this in hand now, and I was commenting on somebody's post the other day. How'd you get that now? Yeah. Where'd you get it? You know, did you get it from CMD store and you had it shipped from Canada, or was it at your local toy store, or your local big box? And I just decided I don't normally go toy hunting. In fact, I feel
I knew it was coming.
I feel more disappointed toy hunting most of the time, because there's such a mass amount of toy collectors in this area that they get picked over quick. So if you're not the first person there, or you weren't there the day they put them out, more than likely you're going to miss out.
Yeah.
And even if you go to multiple stores, it's crazy, because somebody will take a picture and say, "Oh, this is here," and you can drive over there and it's gone. So
yeah, that sucks too. I mean, but that's less pre-orders. That's just the way of things. I mean,
but you know, I have purchased stuff at local toy stores and supported local toy stores and canceled my pre-orders with BBTS. I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it with other places too. I don't like to do it, but I mean, it's like, if I can, all right, I saved some money, I got it sooner. You know, it's really not hurting anything.
So for me, for like thinking of retailers, Big Bad Toy Store does do a really good job for the reasons that you said. I look at Bomb Busby's not too bad about it. They have a nice list, and they give you can sort by the different status of your pre-orders, and I think they do a good job. But going to a different direction, who are the worst? And I think this is where it does go towards, or speaking specifically around retailers. I think that 5Ks is bad.
Yeah.
The way 5K, when you look at your orders, it's like this grid, and you kind of get multiple statuses if you put multiple things in an order, and it's not always clear. Sometimes they say completed or delivered, and it's kind of like, and you have your different deposits are a different order than the balance payments, and so it's kind of like, what the hell, you know, this is kind of a huge mess. But I think Toys Metaverse is actually worse.
Right.
There's like, you have no idea what you're looking at. You have to actually open each of the orders on their page. They seem to do a rather standard cost when it comes to a deposit, so you can kind of look at something, you can go, oh, that's a deposit versus that's actually paying something off.
Right.
But you have no idea what figures are in there, which I think is just awful. I
think Bomb Busby does good with that. You know, you can see there's different slots that you can go, bins you can go look in, this is what I have. So yeah, I think they do a good job with that. I wanted to highlight one comment, because I think I pretty much agree with this. Valaverse and Savage Crucible are always spot on for me, quick to ship and good customer service. Yeah, Valaverse, I think, does a good job. And here's the thing with toy companies: if you're putting out something that's exclusive, Walmart and Target is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Walmart, Target exclusives. Every time I hear them or see them, I cringe. It's like, I got to go through that again. And you have to be there. You have to be there waiting to click the button. And if you're not there in the first 2 minutes and you don't process your order, you miss out, or you have to wait for a long period of time. So I like how Savage and Valiverse and AWalk and some of these guys are doing stuff where you can go to a con, you're going to a toy show, and you can get that exclusive. Big Bad Workshop's doing this too. You can get that exclusive figure in person, and you're not going to miss out. It's going to come out on the website. You're going to be able to order it. You're not going to miss out on this thing if you pay attention to stuff. You're going to get the figure, and I really like that mentality. That there's no FOMO, there's no fear of missing out. There's no I got to chase this down, or I got to worry about paying eBay prices. So I really commend people for doing stuff like that. Like I like the Big Bad Workshop with the way they did that one figure where you go to the con and you pre-order it, and then it'll ship from their website, and then they opened it up to everybody else.
We just got the notice that that's shipping here real soon.
Yep.
A few days, I think, which I'm looking forward to that. I got a few notices from my Big Bad Workshop orders specifically, which I'm excited about, definitely. I think one that I was not expecting to come up so soon was Bulletproof.
Yeah.
That's what his name is, right?
I think so, yeah.
The guy from
Cops figure, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that one. That one looks pretty cool.
We were at Joe Fest 2024 when they announced that. It's been a while.
Yep.
So
continuing on that a little bit, going to actual manufacturers, I definitely agree. There are some that do it better than others. And the things that I don't like are if you are an established manufacturer and you have a good user base, there is no reason for you to take pre-orders 2-3 years in advance.
Yeah.
I can understand it if you're an independent and it's like your first couple of new toys, new figures or whatever. I guess I can understand it then, because delays are going to happen. That's really kind of what Kickstarter's for, right? Yeah. So you can have good communication with your customers through all the entire process.
You get the updates.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you are really seeding them money. You are helping to kickstart them as a business and get them going.
Right.
But I do not like the 2-year plus pre-orders that we get from some companies. I don't think that's necessary if you're an established company. I personally I don't think what Hasbro does is bad with the digital renders, and then you'll see the prototypes on like the day where you can kind of go and order things, and then you get it like maybe within 6 months.
Yeah.
I think that's a good model because frankly, I think I've talked about it on the show before where I've gotten stuff for example, the last example that I can think of is from Mythic Legions. Mm-hmm. I had a significant portion of a wave show up and it was kind of like, I'm not even really interested in these anymore. Yeah. It had been that long to where my collecting tastes had changed over that period of time. And so, yeah, man, I think and Big Bad Workshop guys have actually even responded to this. They've said, we're going to do our best to shorten this delivery time. And it's funny because, I don't know. That's kind of what I was talking about was, touching on Kickstarters. I like Kickstarters. I like the fact that you get constant communication from the company that you've backed for the figures and the products that you're interested in.
Not all of them give constant communication, but the good ones do. Like Grindhouse has been good.
And I think that communication, I think there's a balance to that, right? Sometimes it's kind of like, Jesus Christ, another non-update update, versus, hey, there's something cool actually happening. And I think that actually kind of comes together at the end. Mm-hmm. Or closer to the end. You start seeing more updates. Like I'm starting to see a bunch of updates from what is it? Meta Travelers, like the legendary figures.
And that's been out for a while.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while. Brutal Realm starting to see some regular updates from them. As stuff kind of gets closer, I think there's more information that can be shared that's not just kind of like, hey, yeah, we're still working on test stuff. We're still trying to iron things out, you know, and get paint master, whatever, right? So I think Kickstarters do count as pre-orders.
Yeah.
You know, but I think I think that's a good model for pre-orders because of the fact that you're getting it directly from the manufacturer. You know exactly what's going on.
Right.
And, you know, Hasbro doesn't, well, they do that with their, like, you know, what do they call them now? Jesus Christ. HasLabs.
Yeah.
Which are kind of awful. I don't really like that. You get very little communication from them on that. I do like their normal pre-order stuff, though, where you see the digital render. And, you know, or they go even further than that. They do name only reveals.
Yeah.
And then they'll do a digital render, and then they'll show off a prototype.
Right.
And generally when they show off the prototype,
That's when you pre-order. Right.
Yep. And I think
occasionally you'll get that pre-order and it ships like pretty soon. Like I want more of that. Like more of, hey, I just pre-ordered this and it shows up in a month. Yeah. I mean, I know that's hard to do, but like, man, certain things.
Yeah, and I understand that not all companies can do that. Like I was saying, smaller companies where they're on like maybe their second or third figure, maybe that's still not even viable for them. But this 2-year plus thing, and we're going to talk about that a little bit further. I just don't think that's acceptable, especially if you're taking money up front. You know?
I was going to ask about this because I've never really used Nerdzoic. I haven't bookmarked on my web browser. Like, I go to their website and look at stuff, but I've never really ordered anything from them. So I don't have any experience with them. So Matty Figure Photo says he likes Nerdzoic. So I've definitely cruised their website and saw what they had, but I don't think I've ever ordered anything.
I think I've ordered from them 2 or 3 times. Not enough for me to know how the experience of keeping a long list of pre-orders is really going to treat you from there. But yeah, they're good people and they're, you know, well known and well liked in the community, so that's always good.
Yeah, I think Big Nerdy does a good job, and you know, he was YouTubing for a little while, but I don't have any qualms. I would order from him.
Yeah, we got to be patient when it comes to the Big Bad Workshop stuff, but you know, we've actually had them on the show and they addressed it. You know, they actually said, we hear you. We know this is an issue.
They're working on fixing that issue. So, you know, when they give you that feedback and they're actually communicating with you, you got to say, hey, you're working on that. And they're trying to do more of, hey, you pre-order and it shows up soon.
Yeah.
And
we definitely appreciate that. I just want my freaking battle nuns. God, they look so good. I want to have them in hand, you know? Gosh, and we haven't even seen any paint masters from them. No. Do you want to share your screen and show off your BBTS backlog?
Yes, I do. Actually, you had a question that I want to address. And it's not a good look for Big Bad Workshop, but like they said, they had addressed it.
Yes.
So I kind of want to get into that. Your question was, what's your longest pre-order?
Yeah, I figured we would cover that. Pull up your screen. Oh, we need to drop that QR code. I can do that.
Yeah, drop.
There we go.
So here's all the way to 7 pages of open orders. 7 pages of open orders. I got 80 items on order.
Jesus Christ.
So like a few of these items shit. You know, this is the Sleepwalker. But look at the rest of these guys. Pre-order.
Yeah.
You know, that was 6/3/24. I cannot wait for this Crimson Moon stuff to come out.
So we're over 2.5 years, closing in on 3 years for that.
Yeah. I need that. And then the next one?
No. I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're not.
Closing in on 2 years for that.
2 years of that. Yeah. So then you come up to here. The next one is still Crimson Moon. It's still Big Bad Workshop. The next one, you know, I got that a long time ago. but it's this Soldiers of Fortune figure. Somebody was talking about those earlier. The next one is the monkey, the fresh monkey.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go to page 6 and you scroll all the way down and here's the rest. You know, here's this guy. I cannot wait for the Red Demon. I think that's a cool ass looking figure. It's black and red.
Yeah.
And he's a ninja. And then, you know,
I think I got 2 of him. I think he looks awesome.
Yeah. And I get it in hand. I might have to order a second one. You got Mark from Gridiron in his, you know, figure. And then I ordered this set, you know, I'm excited for that set. And then you keep going up, you know, I have all the reindeer. I just need the sleigh. That's from them too. So now what are we at, like 5 or 6 orders? Now we're at these turtles that are supposed to come in sometime soon. And then we're back to Big Bad Workshop with this set of 2 figures. Now,
okay, let me stop you because right there above, man, Mezco, they have one of the most notorious figures that, like, how long did it take for that 89 Batman figure to ship? Oh my
God.
Wasn't that like close to 4 years or something?
It was almost 4 years, yeah.
Wow.
And then for it to have QC issues and all the problems it had, it's like, man, I paid that much for this. Is actually a good price for a Mezco.
It is.
I mean, today I bought Splinter. Splinter was $116 plus all the shipping and all the taxes and all that stuff. It's $143 for Splinter.
God, dang, man.
Yeah. And I got it from Mezco because I didn't see it on here, and I was afraid that it was going to be a Mezco exclusive and I was going to miss out. Oh, let's go to page 5 and scroll down. This is about to ship. This was just announced last year. So at Toylanta, we were there. You know,
and Bulletproof's shipping soon too.
Yeah. So I canceled that guy, the blank.
UPS is going to show up at your funeral with a package.
Probably. I hope not. I mean, I hope I live to 90 and I'm still getting figures, but some of these might not be out by then.
Yeah, you'll still be going, come on, BBTS.
Yeah. But, you know, I got lots of pre-orders. You know, you're getting into Joe's and stuff, and, like, you know, some of this is in the pile of loot, but I got them. You know, I was happy to get this recently, so there's only a couple.
Did you see Troy's comment?
No, I hadn't seen comments.
Not in
yet.
chat here, no. And from our last episode, he left a comment on our video saying that air mask does plug in.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, he said it does plug in. I think he said into the briefcase, the medic pack or whatever.
Oh, I'll have to go look at this.
Yep.
Okay.
Dropping knowledge on you, son.
Good stuff. I can't wait for this figure right here. The little skeleton. That's the
Zartan.
Yeah. It was on a cover, but it was never really in the comic.
One of those just
that's a homage, if you will say.
Yeah.
But I know people that have this female Crimson Guard figure, and I don't have that yet. But Mezco Hulk, you know, some of these are just open orders, starting to get into Transformers. These guys, I can't wait for these guys. The black and red, which you have already. Yeah. So.
You ordered those on BBTS.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you hadn't gotten yours yet.
Yeah, I've ordered them BBTS. Kicking myself now. Shredder, who knows when we'll get that? You know.
Yeah.
But,
I'm holding off on that Shredder. I am going to wait until they do the inevitable repaint where he's wearing purple.
Yeah, you'll get the purple.
Yep.
You'll get the purple. And you know, these are some of the most recent releases, but these are just orders. That is not even what my pre-orders look like. And you know how many pre-orders do I have? A lot. 80 pre-orders.
7 pages.
Yeah, 7 pages of pre-orders.
I got 4 pages. And it is almost entirely BBWS.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
well, cool. Let's see. There's a couple more questions we can go over. My oldest pre-orders. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we can swap out a little bit here. I've got a number of some old orders. Let's look at. Whoa. Hold on. Change over to.
Ooh. Nerdzoic pre-orders are paid when you order, so no ambush charge when your items come in. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
he
but
does
then
the nerd
who knows
stash,
how? Like, it's not up to him when he gets it. He could be holding on to your money for ages.
Exactly, man. And what happens? What was it? What was the toy store that closed? I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, Dork Side? Yeah,
Dorkside. And they took people's money too.
Yeah.
They took people's money. And I'm not saying, I mean, that could happen to anybody, you know. You pay up front for 80 some figures, and they, you know, the market crashes or something happens and they just got your money.
Yeah. All right, so I'm showing off my Bomb Busby order page. This is my oldest outstanding order from them, which isn't too bad. I mean, that's from January of 25. Not too bad. I mean, it's a long time. I would really like to get this figure. This is one that I've been waiting on patiently or impatiently. I think he looks pretty awesome. So let's go over and let's do. My Big Bad Toy Store stuff isn't all that fun. So let's look at 5K. No, wait, hold on a second. I thought I had something else up here, but it's not in order. All right, here we go. Yeah. So here's my 5K order stuff. And this is what I don't like, is the fact that it's like, here you have one that's confirmed, and I've got 3 different things in there. And then there's some of them where it will say, okay, you've got complete versus delivered. What the hell? You know, like, these have both been delivered. I've gotten both of these. Why is one listed as complete?
Complete and one delivered.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain in the butt.
So is that one item on an order where that item's been delivered, but there's an open order item on that same order?
No, that's just one figure in that order on both of them. Okay. So, I mean, this one actually had multiple figures, but yet it still shows that, whereas this one is just, yeah, I don't know, dude. It's weird. But yeah, we go back fairly far. This guy is supposed to be showing up at any point in time now. This Cyberpunk Taki, I think is what it's called. My oldest pre-order with 5K, I had it written down, is Titan Toys Frost Night. I ordered that on April 4th of 2024. And that is one that is in a mixed order. So I did hit load more there. It is, where the hell is he? He's going back a ways. Yeah, it's this one. So multiple order statuses. So you have to open this and you can see that like one of them is done and showed up. This one never did. So still waiting on that freaking thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my 5K pile. But one thing that I'm going to go over while I'm here, while I'm sharing, I'm going to show off the 2 pre-orders that I am most excited for that I have outstanding.
Okay.
The first one, we're going to go, that's this. So I did order this from 5K, and I am extremely excited about it because people are now talking about like this is as good or better, from what I've heard from more than one person, than these Sexy Ice figures.
Ooh.
Which is high praise in my book.
Yeah.
Apparently these are very limited. This says 100 pieces for each of these versions. So I got the 2-figure version. And it comes with an absolute load of stuff.
So they only made 100 pieces to ship to the US, or 100 pieces overall?
I don't think this is USA limited to 100 pieces.
Okay.
And I think that's just for 5K.
Okay.
Could be wrong. I don't know. But I think you can still get this some other places. I think at 5K, I think it's sold out right now. But again, they haven't listed it as in stock. And so what they do is they have you pay your balance payment. Once all of those are done, they have like a time limit. If you don't pay it by blah 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 time, well then they put extra on their in stock page for sale.
Right.
So this looks really cool. I like the ninja look. You can obviously do army building with the multiple heads and different looks that you can do. So I'm stoked for this. What's wild is apparently they come with magnets in their feet cool. And maybe in the hands. And this wall plate that you're seeing here actually comes with them.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can do this cool kind of, sliding down a wall or something pose. Or at least that's what I've heard. I haven't watched any reviews yet. I've heard that they come with some kind of like magnetic base, and so I'm going to assume that that's what it is. But really excited to get these guys. The paint on them, the look is very striking. It's kind of like another cyber ninja, cyber samurai sort of a thing. So super stoked for that.
That's cool.
All right. I did two. So I did two that I'm looking for the most. And you guys know how much of a sucker I am for Mosho toys.
Yeah.
This is one that I cannot wait for. This thing looks awesome. This is one of those where they kind of transform it. So you see you've got some electrical bits and stuff over here. And this guy goes from this kind of standard but cool looking mech to more pictures of the cool looking mech. Everything starts to kind of open up and pull apart. And you get this look where he's more kind of Wolverine-like. And you can go even further and start putting all of these purple energy effects on him. And at that point, it just becomes like a wholly different looking figure. I'm trying to see if there's any pictures of the fully kind of like powered up version. Yeah, so here you've got normal back version, right? And then you've got the opened up where it's hunching forward and, it's kind of pulled apart, looking more beast-like. This all opens up. You have lights in there for like engines. And yeah, dude, this thing looks awesome. Come on, they've got a lot of pictures apparently. It just freaking keeps going. Let's see. I know there's got to be pictures of it in here. Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Come on.
That's cool.
That's badass, right? So he even gets that kind of beast style leg articulation where you're kind of doing that. What do they call that? It's like 4-digit legs. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, super excited for that guy. Seeing this comment, I actually don't generally pre-order things from Amazon. That seems like
that kind of comes to something I want to know from everybody. How many times do you order something in multiple places and you forget to cancel one and you end up with two? That happens to me, and it's great. It's okay for me because I'll take it to the toy swap stuff, and it's just trade fodder, or you sell it and get what you want. But like that's the whole point of that is, if you do by chance order something, you just kind of hope. Or sometimes I order two of something just to say, hey, this would make good trade bait.
Yeah, on that subject, I'm gonna do something a little crazy here. Let me show. This isn't complete yet, but I have been working on it, and I think I've shown this off once before, but let me go ahead and share this. I moved away from my sharing scene, but we'll go back there here real quick. Damn it, come on. Alan. This is my pre-order, or this is my order spreadsheet. Overall, these are all my orders. I think I started this at the beginning of this year. Maybe I don't remember when I started it, but at this point, this is supposed to be my saving grace. This is like I'm trying to track about everything in here, from the date that I ordered versus the date that I receive it, the manufacturer, the series, what line it is, the name of it, if it has a number, how many I ordered, and then even the costs on things, which I haven't been doing too good with. but I'm starting to do that more now. This is something that I've recently kind of, started to add some things in. So I can come back in and I can, look at all my 2025 activities and show you that, oh God, I did way too much,
This man has too much time on his hands.
Hey, I like to, this is fun for me sometimes.
Yeah, I hear you. Now make it into an app that everybody can use and it's easy to use.
Yeah.
And you might have something.
I don't know. I like just doing it my way. I can put everything in here I want. I can put links to things. I can put pictures. I can, sort things or filter stuff out. So for example, if I come in and I go, let's remove all the blanks from this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now you can see this is only the stuff that I started tracking the date that I ordered things. And if I come in here and I remove everything and I only show the blanks, so this is stuff that I haven't received yet. I think I put most stuff in here. I have not put everything from Toys Metaverse, and I have not put all the stuff from Big Bad Toy Store in here. But this is everything from like Bomb Busby and 5K that I've recently ordered, so I started putting some dates in here for things. And so, this is going to help me going forward. I can just do those couple little filters and poof, I'll know, hey, I already ordered that thing. I don't have to order it again.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Yeah. It's data collecting, it's for nerds. It's for the computer nerds. But
so we talked about apps for collecting, and I recently messed with Action Figure 411, and I put in all my Transformers, and that was the easiest because it's probably the newest of everything.
Okay.
And I don't have multiples of Transformers. Like Joe's, I put into Joe's, but I have a lot of multiples there. But it tallies up, how much they were retail and how much they're valued now, and it's kind of interesting. Play around with it. Action Figure 411. It just really only took me. I mean, there's pictures, so you can just kind of click the box, and it's really easy to go through. But
see, I'm not the only one. Stu does it. Magna does it.
Yeah,
it's a thing. It's a thing. It's for the smarts.
I just use it BBTS and do what they got. So
if you order all from one place, it's not really that big.
Yeah.
But I have definitely done. Previously, I've only done it once where I've ordered a figure from multiple places and gotten it without realizing it. Yeah. Now, somewhat recently, I have made the mistake of pre-ordering something from two places, and then I have gone and remembered, oh shit, I didn't realize that's here and over here, and I'll cancel one. So
Evil Dookie with the hard copy, the notebook.
Evil Dookie going old school. What do they call those? Moleskin little books, like the detectives have and stuff.
I know.
I have this.
On the day, little black book of action figures.
It was a dark and stormy night, and I pre-ordered this.
We need a Trapper Keeper.
Hell yeah, man!
Bring back the Trapper Keeper,
awesome.
Man. I'd take a G.I. Joe Trapper Keeper or a Transformers.
Oh, absolutely.
With the old '80s like cartoon,
like the weird 3D shapes, that would like come out of the border that they would have around, and psychedelic, colors and stuff.
What about you remember the ones in the '90s where you had to cross your eyes, like you had to do this number to see the My brother had those. Those were cool.
All right, we've lost the plot again.
Easy to do.
Yeah, it is.
I opened this guy, man. It's a cool looking figure.
Damn. All right. So, guys, everybody in chat, where do you order most of your stuff from? What is your oldest outstanding pre-order? If it's not Big Bad Workshop,
yeah.
I know we've got a lot of Big Bad Workshop fans in here. No hate. We love them.
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, sorry.
Making all the noise right in front of the mic.
Yeah.
All right.
I should have paused it or muted it. I want that helmet.
Oh, he muted himself now.
There it is. There's the helmet.
Yeah, that's cool.
The helmet looks cool.
Someone challenged Rizzo to bring his G1 or G.I. Joe lunchbox. Hell yeah, you should do that. You should do that. I remember I was sitting in a large meeting with like all of the heads of my old workplace. I don't work there anymore, but and I have a SpongeBob pin, a bright yellow pin that looks like SpongeBob, and I had a SpongeBob notebook, and like I'm in this room with all these execs, and I'm writing down. I'm perfectly content to wear my personality, wear my nerdiness on my sleeve, but
yeah,
pretty fun.
Rocking the SpongeBob, yeah.
Oh yeah. So what is your guys' oldest pre-orders? Who do you like, ordering the most from?
And here's something Evil Dookie's got. He's like, I'm going old school and using Hero Source. You can pre-order with local toy stores too, and that's a great way to support your friends that are local. Go pre-order with those guys because they can. And sometimes Hero Source gets stuff, and Hidden Temple gets stuff. Way before we see it shipped.
Yep.
So
and man, it's fun to go into those places, and if you have a reason to go in on a regular basis, I'm going to put it out there right now. I have a pull list with Ultimate Comics in Cary.
Yep, me too.
And
I was there today.
It is not a fun store for me to go into.
Really?
No, it's not.
You know why?
Because they
Fun
don't.
fact, I did the lighting in that store.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is very bright and easy to see, but they don't do much other than comic books and pop figures.
For action figures, yeah, they're definitely a comic book store. They beefed up the blockies. I kind of bought all the Galaxy. I kind of bought all the good Galaxy versions, and
I like my comic book store to have a variety of things. Focus on comic books. That's great. That's what we're going there for on a regular basis. But man, pops are not where I'm at. But even putting that aside, they have very little of anything else. And it's just kind of like, I don't even need to look at it. And on top of it, my comic book collecting is very limited these days. So it's like, grab my pull list, maybe make a quick swing around, the new title rack, and out. There's nothing else.
Not a whole lot of back issues I'm looking for at the moment, but they got a nice back issue room, and like there's statues and stuff. And some of the comic people, they are into the statue thing. We're not. We like action figures, but it is what it is. But their mall store is completely like collected editions and pops. It's just a different demographic. It's the younger crew. It's manga and anime and stuff like that. So they kind of cater to all of it. So yeah.
You know what? The other thing that I think I don't like about that shop is that they have very limited wall books.
Right.
They don't put much of a spotlight on them. They have like one little case and then maybe down where they've got some of their back issues. But I like wall books, man. I like to see, cool, this is a rare cover or this is a cool key issue from way back in the day, I like seeing that kind of stuff.
You go up to the place by the vault, what is it, Capitol Comics 2, and they got a whole wall, just wall books hanging up,
Yeah.
And I like stuff like that.
Yeah, Capitol's it's got kind of that old school comic book store vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I've got a couple more topics around our pre-order discussion a little bit. We did talk about how long is too long for a pre-order to ship. And unfortunately, it's like, frankly, it's any time over 6 months.
Yeah.
But what are you guys most excited about getting? What have you guys got on pre-order that you're most excited about getting? What about you, Trey?
I kind of thought about there was that one figure, the ninja looking figure, but like I think for me it's gonna come from Hasbro. It's that Snowcat, because growing up I was a big Snowcat fan and Frostbite. So I made Frostbite a long time ago. I made a custom, and so I've had the figure using gridiron parts, and I think he looks better than the figure that they're coming out with. I don't like the doo-doo brown hat that they're doing, so I have my qualms with it. But I'll mix and match and use my own stuff and make it how I want. And that's the way it is. Is if somebody's not making it, do it yourself. Evil Dookie's great about that right now. He's making bikes and dreadnoughts and stuff like that. And he even says it in his videos. If Hasbro or somebody else is not making it, make it yourself. Have fun with it. And I completely agree with that. But yeah, I can't wait for the Snowcat. I hope it's as big a thing as everybody thinks it's going to be.
Yeah.
And those are probably two of my. The Crimson Moon, aka mix and mash to get my red shadows. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, Mephisto is on my list too, and obviously the Snowcat. I didn't go in on the Arctic Hiss. Frankly, the only reason I got the Snowcat was because it looks like a space truck, like a moon, moon space trucking moon truck sort of a thing. So
I last minute back the Arctic Hiss.
Yeah,
last minute.
Okay.
But I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put it.
That wasn't a back though. That was a pre-order, right?
Pre-order, yeah, it was pre-order.
Okay. And Stu's got that Agents of Omega figure from BBTS on pre-order with the big old snake. I'm excited to see reviews for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see, what people think of that in hand. It looks really cool. I like the snake for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And I've got so much cool stuff on pre-order.
Brian King, I gotta ask you, blockies. What blockies? Are you Galaxy version? Are you Defender version? Are you Classic version? Are you Action Edition? Or are you kind of all of them? That's my question for you. What are you collecting? But Blockies is coming out with tons of other stuff. There's Marvel on the way.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different lines that they're coming out with. So.
Yep. Stu says that Agent of Omega figure is going to be his first from Big Bad Workshop.
Okay.
That's cool. I hope you like it for their sake and for our sake, because we certainly talk about them quite a bit on the show. They definitely put out some of our favorite figures. I mean, the Eraser is still one I have so much fun with. I really can't wait for that. Those most recent emails that we got saying, the Phantom Core guy and Bulletproof. Can't wait for those to show up. What fell?
It was a figure from the Galactic world. It was not. I don't know. I can't remember his name, but he fell.
It happens. Lord of Brooklyn says, "Say no to blockies." Come on, man. We're all enablers here.
I think Thanos pushed him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I hope they come out with a carded Black Heart when Mephisto ships.
Ooh. Let's talk about Mega Man. I got a Mega Man somewhere.
Yeah, Mega Man blockies sounds interesting.
I got a Mega Man somewhere. I don't know where. Somewhere.
All right,
somewhere
and
around.
Brian King says all blockies primes.
All blockies primes. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. What's that mean?
I'm assuming Optimus Prime because I was talking like class. Like there's Galaxy class, Defender class, Classic class.
So
Action
Prime
Edition.
isn't a class?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay.
If it is, I don't.
If it is, you don't know. And
I have the cars. The car versions are really cool. I mean, and they're doing more than just Transformers. They're doing other stuff like, But yeah, I'm happy with what I have. I think it's I should have went all in with just buy the box and not have to worry about finding stuff. But I think I got like 4 or 5 duplicates that I can trade. I've traded a couple with people, so need to find a little blockies group where we can trade.
Oh, so Brian King is saying he collects all the blockies Optimus Prime.
Optimus Primes, okay.
So they're different scale,
different
focusing on
scales,
that one character.
Yeah, because I have the classic scale, I have the Action Edition. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, a lot of people love get some Optimus Prime in different sizes.
Yeah, you know what I like, and I might try to do at some point. People do the single character displays.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's neat. I don't have enough of a single character to really do a display.
I do. I have a case that I bought from Temu before I cut Temu off, and it's a display case with lights and everything, and I got to make room for it and figure out how to fit it in here somehow because I want to do a Wolverine shelf, a Punisher shelf.
Okay.
And a Deadpool shelf.
Okay.
And
where I was going with that was when you do a specific character like Optimus Prime or Starscream or Punisher or Wolverine, you get really good color coordination on that shelf.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to go the different route. I showed a couple of weeks off a guy doing 6-scale displays, photographs where it was color themed instead of character themed.
That was cool.
I'd like to do that. That looked really freaking cool, man.
Yeah. Even if you took a DTOF, like, I don't think you really have DTOFs, do you?
I've got some, but they're not for action figures.
Yeah. So, like, even if you take a DTOF and did that, I think that would look cool and tiered it up right with risers and kind of flying stuff with these, different, Mezco's. I love Mezco stands. Like, my iron, they are good. Now, if you tighten them too tight, you can break them, because I broke a couple of Mezco stands. But they come with the figure. You can't beat a Mezco.
You know what I'll say that I like, and it's really kind of down to the figures and the stands.
Mm-hmm.
I like the stands where you can take off the clip and you can plug it right into the back of the figure.
Yeah.
I know it puts a hole in the figure, but it becomes so much more, especially when it's got a nice tension to it and it has a nice gription on the figure, and you can do poses even if it's not perfectly balanced. The weight doesn't go downward. I think that's my favorite. If I'm looking at, like, I've got that knockoff Ultimate Spider-Man figure, and he's got one of those bendable black metal stands like you were showing off earlier, and it plugs right into his back, and I love that. I think that's awesome. Cool. I mean, the little grippers, they can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to get them there, and sometimes you want to do a pose in a specific position that, like I was saying, might not really, might kind of pull it one way or another, depending upon how it is. But
or if they break, I mean, they're subject to break. Those plastic ones have broken plenty of times for me, and that's why I was kind of looking for something like this that has the metal bendy wire. I don't really think that's going to break.
No.
It looks pretty sturdy to me.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I don't really think I have too much more on the let's see, the pre-order discussion.
You had some.
Do you have any other things to talk about around that?
We wrapped that up. I know you had a couple things.
That one to death.
Yeah. I think you had a couple things you were wanting to talk about news-wise, right?
Sure. Put me on the freaking spot. Damn it. God, you really did. Hold on. Let's see. First thing I'll show off here. Let me get to my sharing screen. This has been out for a bit, but this is the figure that is going to be the exclusive one from Four Horsemen at Toylanta. I'm going to try to go to that one. I'm holding off to try to see if I can get a hotel on site. I really like when it's within at least walking distance or something. It makes all the difference in the world of attending a toy convention. But also have a number of other expenditures coming my way.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Money comes in and just, faster than goes out faster than it comes in. But anyway, I thought this one was cool. I wanted to show it off. I like the paint job, and kind of they definitely have. The last one was also kind of military themed too, but this one looks pretty slick. Let me see if I can blow this up. Nope. Instagram's stupid when it comes to that. Anyway, that was that. Let me see what else I got. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, let's show this one off. This is an important one to talk about. So let me pull this up here. Speaking of Savage Crucible and how they handle their pre-orders really well, we have the Death Dealer horse coming up from them. This is going on pre-order. Let's see. It has the date right over here. March 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern until sellout at savagecrucible.com. I am definitely getting Death Dealer. These horses are fantastic. And so, honestly, I have a spot. This is stupid. I didn't really need a horse for my Death Dealer, but I've got a whole row of shelving that's like mount themed. and I have a free spot. And so, yeah, screw it. I'm going to get this horse and I'm going to put Death Dealer on it. And it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to be super happy about it. So $135. That's salty for a horse, but I'm assuming that's because, Savage Crucible did some customization on it, and they're working with Fish Toys. These horses didn't cost that much initially, but maybe with the extra stuff, that's why the increase in price. But I think this looks awesome. That's a definite one that you're going to want to, if you're interested in it, put it on your calendars. I've got it on mine for 9 p.m. this Friday. Get that pre-order in. Then I don't have the other ones saved, but some more. This is sort of take my money. This showed up a couple of weeks ago, where it's not even up for pre-order yet, I suppose. So, or at least not that I've been aware of. This is a really wild looking Joker.
Yeah,
and I know it's from a specific artist, Lee Biermo, I think. But man, the head sculpt on this looks wild. The only thing that I'm weirded out by is the black leather jacket.
Yeah.
Like, it looks a little odd to me.
See, I mean, that it looks really good, but I have a Mezco Joker that's similar.
I have that one too.
And I bought a soft goods purple leather jacket. I think if the jacket was purple, I would be more into this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else I got. 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing and then see if I can find this one. So the last thing that I think that as a group we should know about is
Is it this Zolocon Big Bad Workshop exclusive figure?
Yes, I'm going to make sure that I pull that up for everybody to see.
Drop alert.
Yes, because that's an important one.
Yeah. I was hoping you were going to bring that up.
Of course, everything's like not working for me now, which is fantastic. Let me see if I can find this damn thing. Okay, here it is. Here's the post.
There it is.
Well, you found it?
Yeah, it's on Big Bad Workshops.
Yeah, I found it.
Facebook page.
I found it. Or I thought I found it. And I
There it is.
There we go. There we go.
That's it.
All right. So this is the Zolocon exclusive and sold out at the show. They are going to have a small limited quantity available that goes on not this Friday, next Friday, March 13th at 5 p.m. CST, which will be 4 p.m. It's weird that they're using standard time because we changed to daylight savings time this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what time that's going to be exactly, but mark your calendars for that day and just be aware. Pay attention to it. I'm excited for this one. I really want this one. I love the red eyes on the smoky gray translucent.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a different head sculpt, which has sunglasses on it. It's got normal dude head sculpt, and he's got sunglasses. And he's got that same kind of effect, and I think it looks awesome. So
nice.
Mark your calendars for cool stuff. So yeah, man, I think that's all I got for this episode. Okay. But guys, in chat, it was a fun one. We appreciate you for coming out and being a part of the conversation too. I think this was a cool conversation.
Yeah.
It's something we all kind of have to deal with, whether we want to or not. But
may all your pre-orders ship tomorrow. that would be rough too.
That would be rough.
Ruffle the wallet. 80 pre-orders ship tomorrow. That would be
yeah. And that's kind of the double-edged blade that Magna was talking about. And where, you don't get that sudden hit to the wallet unexpectedly,
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, man, you don't want people sitting on your money all the time. Like there's got to be a good middle ground,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, but man, yeah, it's a rough one. So
don't have action figure nightmares about all your pre-orders shipping tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. That would be that could be bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Magna, I will certainly, be talking about that on the show if I get tickets and get my hotel room or whatnot. it definitely is probably going to come down to if I can get the good hotel. If not, I don't know. We'll see. It's not super far away, but I don't know. You were. If I go, are you going?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're both kind of possibles on that.
Yeah. I will say if I don't go to Toylanta, I'm definitely going to Joelanta. And that's later on in the year.
Yeah.
So we're both definitely going to be at IshCon. Come to IshCon.
Oh, IshCon's going to be a blast. All right. I wasn't going to say anything, but Rizzo asked. My latest project for Otherworld Arsenal. Dude, I'm excited. It's getting ever closer. So I am hoping to this week to start do my final test prints. Nice. And go so far as to even test all of the bits and things that are going to make sure everything works like it's supposed to. And I've already done big proof of concepts to make sure everything, functions the way I want, but like actually fully assembling what would be a production ready, what would they call that? Like an EP, or I forget what the terminology from toy production is, but
okay.
The problem is even though I'm that close to, finalizing everything for it, I still have to then I want to do like a teaser commercial like I did for the command console. Mm-hmm. So there'll be a little teaser, and then I'm going to have to shoot like an actual commercial. And then I also want to have this be an in-stock sale. So I am going to have to work for as long as I can to, have enough in stock to where I can handle an initial, wave of orders and stuff.
Right.
So, but then again, on the flip side, I don't want to like overproduce and kill myself because, man, getting the command consoles ready for my launch order.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I was working hardcore leading into that. So, yeah. It'll be soon, but I'm not putting any dates on things yet. I will say the only date that I have, which is kind of a hard date, is I'm going to be a vendor at IshCon.
Yeah.
I want to have more than one product to sell.
Yeah.
So I have to have it done before IshCon, which is end of May. So I've got March, April, so a little less than 3 months at this point. It will be done by then.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. So I appreciate you asking, and it gives me a chance to talk about that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't have otherwise.
Awesome. Magna figure photos will be there at IshCon. So yeah, if we don't see you at Toyland, we'll definitely see you at IshCon, man.
Yeah. It'll be a good one. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, I think last episode or maybe the one before, where it's like being a vendor means that, you guys will see me for sure,
Yeah.
I think Casey's going to be there for that one. I'm sure you're going to be in the booth for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get all of my like promotional materials together, which is not cheap. That is actually
the underground toy swap that first night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Too bad that won't be, putting money in my pocket to help me pay for the stuff that I need to have. But, well, hey guys, I think we're going to call it there. We hope to see you at IshCon, and we definitely hope to see you next week in chat. Oh, speaking of which, all right, putting this one out there, we are supposed to have Brian Lai Art on the show next week.
Nice.
I will, once I get full confirmation, he's been a little bit slow to communicate, but he said that date was good. And so I'm really excited about it because this is a guy who's made some really cool stuff and has some really cool stuff to sell and cool story to talk about too. So hopefully we're going to have him on next week. It's been a while since we've had a guest, so I'm excited for it. So,
and end of March, I've secured another kind of indie toy guest, so that'll be interesting. So
I thought that was end of April.
Maybe it's into April. Yeah, I think it is into April. But it's coming.
All right, cool. And we've got some other stuff in the works, of course. Yeah. So stick around, tell your friends, like, share, subscribe, do the YouTube things. Yeah. God, we've made this like ramble at the end of the show take like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Go enjoy some toys. I'm gonna finish messing around with this one.
Sounds good, man. Enjoy. I wish I had mine. Later, everybody.
Later.
Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shells, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I'll flip every aisle, don't care what it takes. For that rare chase piece, I'm raising the stakes. Action figure alliance, yeah, we're bringing the noise. Rolling deep, rolling heavy with my action toys. Collectors unite, we're breaking the chains. Plastic in hand, we're playing no games. From legends to villains, yeah, I got 'em all. Stacked up high, every hero